remembering a man known as the father of the civil rights movement in St. Augustine.
Dr. Robert Hayling passed away Sunday. He was 86 years old. His efforts in St. Augustine led to the passing of the Civil Rights Act that shaped the nation. Channel 4's Crystal Moyer spoke to Hayling's close friend about his legacy.
Discrimination, segregation, and inequality will always be a part of American history, but the memories of Dr. Robert Hayling will also live there as a prominent civil rights leader whose courage changed everything.
We had some great moments as he now transitioned into glory, but we who are left here are here to tell the story.
Tony Hill served as a Florida senator and knew Hayling for many years. He considers him a good friend.
He would sign his name, and at the end, he would always say, never give up. Very humble, very approachable.
And Hayling never gave up on his quest for equality. In 1960, Hayling moved to St. Augustine, opening up his own dental practice. He organized and participated in numerous organizations and protests for social change. He and a few other activists were even beaten during a KKK rally.
He went to a Klan meeting, and they got caught. And they broke all his knuckles. They're going to say, we're going to make sure this guy don't never practice anymore.
It wasn't until 1964 that St. Augustine took the world stage. Black and white swimmers jumped into a hotel's pool to protest its whites-only policy. Now, that protest was part of a nonviolent youth movement organized by Hayling.
The iconic moment was when they went to go get into that swimming pool and I got poured acid.
Word spread like wildfire after this picture of the disturbing scene was shared. Hayling also reached out to other prominent civil rights leaders like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It ultimately led to the passing of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Throughout his life, Hayling would be recognized for his role as a civil rights leader. We were there as he was inducted into the Florida Civil Rights Hall of Fame.
When he received that award that day, it was so powerful. He said when he was a little boy, he used to mow the grass up here. He couldn't even come in the building. And now y'all honor me here in this building today. And so that, to me, was a momentous occasion.
Hill says he will share his memories of Hayling with anyone who will listen in hopes of continuing his work and legacy. Crystal Moyer, Channel 4, the local station.